My parents took me to court over my new home, claiming it should belong to my sister. I, a 29-year-old man, defended myself without legal representation. When the judge learned of their scheme, their case fell apart. I purchased my first house last month after saving for 8 years, and now my parents are suing me for it. Yes, you read that correctly. This situation is so wild that I'm still grappling with it. Let me provide some context. I'm the older of 2 siblings and began working at 16, stocking shelves, delivering food, anything to earn money. By 18, I was financially self-sufficient and bought my first car, a 1997 Toyota with 190,000 miles for $900 from my savings. I attended community college while working full-time, later completing coding programs and earning IT certifications. For the past 8 years, I've worked in cybersecurity. My sister, Emily, 26, is the favored child. She attended a private college, earned a master's in fine arts, and studied abroad in Europe for 2 semesters. My parents covered all her expenses, tuition, rent, travel, and even gifted her a car for her 16th birthday. I've saved diligently since landing my first stable job. No lavish trips, no expensive clothes, and I shared apartments with roommates until last year. Last month, I bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a spacious yard for $390,000. I put down 20%, $78,000 from my savings, and secured a fair mortgage rate. 2 days after closing, my dad texted me, "We need to talk about the house. Call me now." I called, assuming they wanted to visit. I was mistaken. My dad said, "Son, we've discussed as a family, and we believe Emily should have the house." I asked what he meant. He replied, "She's struggling with student debt and can't afford city rent. You're doing fine and can buy another place." I chuckled, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't. My mom joined the call saying, "We raised you, provided for you, and now it's time to support the family. Emily needs stability." I pointed out they funded her entire education while I saved for this house. "Family supports each other. Don't be greedy," she said. The call escalated, and I hung up when my dad started shouting about family duty. A week later, I was served legal papers. My parents were suing me for my house, claiming I owed them $310,000 for raising me, that Emily needed the property due to her loans, and that I could easily afford another home. They argued they had an emotional stake in my achievements and, as parents, could reallocate family assets. The most outrageous part? They wanted the house titled to Emily, while I continued paying the mortgage for 2 years until she got settled. Thank you all for the encouragement. Your comments are helping me stay grounded through this chaos. Here's what's happened since my last update. I chose to represent myself in court. I know people say that's risky, but a lawyer would cost at least $12,000, and this case seemed so ridiculous I thought I could manage. I'm good at research and organization, so I dug into it. I discovered my aunt, my dad's sister, is bankrolling their lawsuit. She's resented me since I didn't invite her to my community college graduation. I didn't have a ceremony. It felt unnecessary for an associate's degree. She's been telling relatives I'm ungrateful and act superior because I work in tech. Emily posted on social media about her house, sharing old Pinterest photos of homes with captions like, "Excited to make this place my own. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for standing up for justice." Family first. Dakas Emily deserves it. My parents tried to sway my grandparents, but it backfired. My grandpa told them to drop this nonsense, and my grandma politely called their actions absurd. The first court date is in 2 months due to a backlog. I've been preparing thoroughly: bank records, mortgage papers, proof of my down payment, and work history. Their lawyer, a questionable attorney my aunt hired, proposed a settlement. Transfer the house to Emily, pay her mortgage for 24 months, $3,200 per month, pay $120,000 for emotional distress, and write an apology for fracturing the family. I laughed so hard I choked, then hung up. The family tension is escalating. My mom posted on Facebook, "Some kids forget their roots. We gave our name, our love, our values, and this is how he repays us. Emily struggles with loans and no stable home. A true son would help. Heartbroken mom, Joseph, family matters." My aunt commented, "Disgraceful. Your sister deserves that house more than your ego." I was excluded from Thanksgiving. My mom texted the family, "Due to our family's actions and our name's choice to ruin his sister's future, he's not welcome at gatherings until he makes things right." Fine by me. I'll enjoy takeout and football in my home. I just returned from court, and it was a spectacle. I arrived early, dressed sharply, carrying a binder of evidence. My parents, Emily, showed up with my aunt, all wearing matching t-shirts that read "Family First" in bold letters. The drama began instantly. Emily tried to hug me, loudly saying, "I forgive you for forcing us into this." I sidestepped, and she nearly fell. My aunt muttered, "Selfish," under her breath. The judge called the session to start. Their lawyer, visibly uneasy, opened, "Your Honor, my clients dedicated their lives, resources, and emotional investment to raising the defendant. His sister faces significant student debt and housing challenges. The defendant can easily buy another property. This is about family duty and helping those in need." I responded, "Your Honor, I bought this house with my own savings over 8 years. I'm the only one on the mortgage." "That's the case." The judge seemed curious and asked their lawyer to proceed. They submitted a scrapbook of childhood family trips, Emily's $175,000 in student loan documents, a detailed list of costs they claimed for raising me, including a $15.49 pizza order from 2004, text messages where I said, "Thanks, love you," as proof of their emotional stake, my LinkedIn profile showing my cybersecurity job, publicly available, and Emily's proposal to turn my house into an art sanctuary. I countered with bank statements proving my savings funded the purchase, mortgage documents in my name alone, proof I paid for community college myself, and emails from college where I requested book money and was told, "We're prioritizing Emily's education right now." The pivotal moment came when the judge addressed Emily. "What is your current job?" Emily replied, "I'm in a creative phase focusing on my art." The judge pressed, "Are you employed?" My mom interjected, "She's an artist and online influencer." The judge asked, "Does she earn income?" My dad said, "Money doesn't define worth." My aunt shouted, "She deserves that house more than him." The judge reprimanded her for the outburst. The judge then asked Emily, "What content do you create?" Emily said proudly, "I'm a TikTok performer and lifestyle creator." The judge inquired, "How much income does this generate?" Emily answered, "I'm growing my platform." "It takes time." The judge looked skeptical. He summarized, "You want your son, who worked and saved for years, to give his house to your daughter who has no job, no income, and no plans to get one while he pays the mortgage?" Their lawyer tried to respond, but the judge cut him off. "I've heard enough. I'll issue a written ruling within the week." 5 days later, I received the dismissal letter update. 3. 1 week after court, the case was thrown out. The judge wrote, "This lawsuit has no legal basis whatsoever." But the real chaos unfolded outside the courthouse. My aunt lost her temper, yelling that I'm cut off from the family and will die alone in that house. Emily collapsed on the courthouse steps, sobbing, "You've ruined my dreams." My mom declared I'm no longer her son. My dad said I've destroyed our family. When I got home, my security cameras, installed after the lawsuit began, showed suspicious activity. Footage captured Emily approaching my car, looking around nervously, then leaving. My aunt walked up my driveway with a spray paint can, but retreated when the motion lights activated. I filed a police report with the evidence immediately. That night, social media erupted. Emily launched a GoFundMe titled, "Help Me Secure a Home After My Brother Took My Future." The description accused me of manipulating the courts and abandoning family principles. It was reported multiple times and is under review for false claims. My mom posted in local Facebook groups about my betrayal. Admins removed her posts for harassment. My aunt shared vague threats online but deleted them after backlash. I've documented everything and am pursuing a restraining order, which is still processing. The family group chat went wild. My cousin, who never liked Emily, responded to my mom's complaints. "Didn't you pay for Emily's $190,000 degree while our name worked nights for community college? Now you want his house?" This sparked a family argument. Many relatives were fed up with my parents' favoritism, but had stayed quiet. My uncle wrote, "Remember when our name needed $150 for textbooks and you bought Emily a new laptop?" Another cousin added, "Wasn't Emily's graduation party $12,000 while our name got nothing?" My grandpa texted, "You're shameful parents. Our name succeeded in spite of you, not because of you." I initially planned to move on, but after the vandalism attempts, I took action. I filed a police report with the footage, investigation ongoing, secured a temporary restraining order against my aunt, sent cease and desist letters, and reported the fraudulent GoFundMe. I'm keeping records for a potential civil lawsuit. Consequences are emerging. My aunt received a workplace warning for harassing me via her work email, Emily's GoFundMe was terminated, and my parents are facing judgment at their church. Small-town gossip is relentless. The family is divided. Half support me, a quarter are neutral, and a quarter still believe I should have surrendered the house. Final update, 6 months after. Court life has changed. My parents and aunt no longer contact me, by mutual choice. The restraining order against my aunt is now permanent after she violated the temporary one. Emily got a job at a coffee shop and complains about it online. I received a promotion at work and upgraded my security system. I'm thriving in my house and adopted a dog, Max, a Labrador mix, from a shelter. Hosting board game nights with friends feels liberating. People who don't criticize my every decision. My mom occasionally texts, asking for financial help due to their tight budget. I don't reply. My dad emailed once. When will you reconcile with us? Family stays united. I didn't respond. The best part? My grandpa visits every Sunday for dinner and is teaching me carpentry in my garage. He always wanted to connect, but my parents made excuses. Last week, he said, "I'm proud of you, son. You stood your ground." For those wondering, yes, my parents genuinely believed suing me for my house would succeed. Yes, Emily thought she was entitled to it because she struggled in college while I had it easy working. And yes, they still tell anyone who'll listen that I ruined the family. Some people aren't fit to be parents. Thanks for following this mess of a family saga. I'm off to enjoy my home with Max and my newfound peace. Pro tip, the best revenge is living well and enforcing boundaries. Edit. No, I won't reveal where Emily works. Stop asking. Edit 2. The vandalism case is still pending. Legal processes are slow. Edit 3. Grandpa doesn't use social media but says thanks for the support. At 84, he calls the internet foolishness.